Pear's a crazy son of a bitch.
Where is she?
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Put it down.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Henry from Ahead of the Curve 94. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Shit Show. On today's show, we're going to talk about the 2006 hit film, The Marine. Are we ready? Cue the intro.
Welcome to the Shit Show.
Alright, people, so we're about to read the plot synopsis that's given to us via Wikipedia, okay? This is like the shortest one ever, so get ready. In the film, a recently discharged U.S. Marine goes after some diamond thieves after they kidnap his wife. You know, if this was a real film, I'd probably be upset, but this is the goddamn Marine we're talking about. It doesn't matter. Alright, people, a little bit of backstory, folks. In case you're not watching this video, you might be listening. I am just adorned with WWE and John Cena memorabilia. As far as I'm aware, this is WWE's first big push into films. And of course, they're banking on John Cena here, which at the time, this was before he was dubbed Super Cena, which if you know, you know. This came out in 2006, which if I'm being honest, I meant to review this next year when it turns 20, but fuck it, we're in the thick of it now. Let's just do this shit. John Cena was on top of the WWE for like a decade. Homie was the HNIC, or at least he thought he was. Not kidding, people. Homie was the face of WWE for quite a while, and definitely for the era which I was faithfully watching. The Rock and John Cena are my two tops of all time, so I'm about to nerd out here. John Cena is taking this shit seriously. Let me just say that straight up. At the very least, it's definitely his first starring role, and gotta be real, he does not disappoint. That is until he shows up immediately in blackface. Alright, come on, John. Even for 2005, I know he was a wigger, his early days in the WWE, but come on, John. What? Oh, that's face paint? Oh. It's face paint, y'all. Okay, do me a favor, though. In this first intro action sequence, we have John, who went rogue, by the way. He is on mission to rescue his fellow squad mates, even after he was told by command to abandon and come back to the base. It's a very noble opening for this character, okay? John Trident, decorated Marine. While we're in this intro, just count all the times the camera cuts away. Tell me you can't keep up with this shit, because I certainly could. My God, even for 2005, this is gonna be pushing it. Even though he was rogue, homie is successful in his mission, rescues his squad mates. The next day, they kick his ass out. John's all sad, of course, but you know what? He's gonna be okay. He goes home to his fine-ass white lady girlfriend who's holding it down while he's overseas. Kate, played by Kelly Carlson, if I'm not mistaken. They introduce her as playing some non-copyright Fellowship of the Ring music. I'm not kidding, people. I'm telling you, someone took that score, slowed it down, or reversed it. Y'all ain't slick, okay? Yeah, I'm privy to this shit. So after John gets, reacquainted with his wife, which I believe I called her girlfriend earlier, it doesn't matter, people, because she is a plot device, okay? She is barely a character in this, so just hang on. John is not thrilled about being home. He doesn't know how to be a civilian, which, pause the actual stupid-ass movie review we're doing. That is a common thing that happens with, people who come back from, tours of duty and whatnot. So, I appreciate them incorporating that realistic aspect to it. So, props will go right there where it's due. Don't get used to it, the Marine. Don't do that. Now that we've met John and Kate, let's, flip to the other side of the coin, so to speak. Let's meet our antagonist of the film, Rome, played by Robert Patrick. Yeah, the T-1000 is the bad guy, yet again. Except, more so than that character, Rome, he is goofy. Homie is silly as fuck. He's just cracking jokes left and right, always got a smile on his face until you piss him off. Then he has to prove that he's a badass. Yeah, he'll just no sell a fucking exploding car right behind him and just, get a slow mo walk on. So, he's one of those character types. We've all seen him, especially in this era.
What? Too much?
Also, let me just say this while I'm thinking about it. He is hilarious in Peacemaker as John Cena's father, so it's a nice little reunion there. But also, I know him as the father from Walk Hard, which, damn, y'all, I need to cover that one someday. I try not to do straight up comedies because they're kind of hard, in my opinion, to review. It's just most of my notes be like, this joke's funny, this joke isn't funny, and then this joke is funny. It just gets a little repetitive. So I usually skip those, but Walk Hard? Okay, gonna have to make an exception. Tangent aside, when we meet Rome, he is already in the midst of this huge diamond heist. I say it's huge because, I just assumed that he was like a one-man wrecking crew or some shit. No, of course, this man has a whole team behind him. We have Angela, who wears a Wolverine jacket later on. Morgan, the black guy. Yes, you may think I'm being racist with that comment. Oh no. Every time Morgan gets to speak, he wants to remind you that he's black. Back to Rome, though, Robert Patrick's character. They show you how smart this guy is, or how calm and collected he is. This dude's kind of like a chess master. Like I said earlier, I assumed he was just a one-man team, but no, he's got people planted within this place, and then they're just waiting for him to execute. So, homie's ahead of the curve, so to speak. And hey, say what you want about all this stupid shit, but homie is having fun just chewing up the scenery. And shit, I'm here for it, man. I have a weakness for that sort of vibe. He sort of reminds me of early version of Michael from GTA 5, okay? He's kind of cynical and his sense of humor, delivery as well. It's kind of just right on par with that character. Let's check back in on John really quickly. This man gets a job as a security guard. Day one, his ass gets fired because he gets into a huge fight. Homie destroys a window without even thinking about it. Like, dude, come on, man, de-escalate the situation. But I will say, John Cena's charisma is starting to shine. I laughed my ass off. He called one of these goons, the bald one with the earrings. A very obvious joke here, but he called this motherfucker a genie. I almost spit out my water. That's it. Sure, this guy looks like a genie, but does anyone else think that John Cena has this huge fucking Frankenstein's monster head? God damn. Every time he's on screen, it looks like he's like 4 inches closer than everyone else. At a random ass gas station, Rome gets a call from what is seemingly the one in charge. Apparently he has a boss, just like everyone else. He's getting chewed out over the phone about where the diamonds are, if he's playing games and whatnot. I love that he's trying to pay attention, but he's also trying to get some ass from old Angela on the side there. Hey man, I get it. Tense situations, you might want to relax a little bit, man. I get it. This is happening while Morgan is attending his weekly black henchman meeting. There's always one set up somewhere. You may not get the newsletter. I'm kidding, y'all, but I gotta be real. This is like the only time there's gonna be more than one black person on screen at any given moment in this film. So, brother, you better relish this moment while you can. Speaking of Morgan, we get a lot of unnecessary background with this guy. Homie loves to use stereotypes about what black people would and wouldn't do. It's almost like fucking Ludacris from Crash, which I reviewed last year, so check that one out. This dude, his dialogue, he only speaks in Revolutionary. We unnecessarily find out that this man is, he's sort of racist against white people because as a kid he attended camp and one of the counselors might have done some things with him. Goes by the name Johnny Whiplash. Just watching him retell this story later on in the movie, you could tell that things are not all right and he's not in his happy place. I can say that.
I hate cops. And rock candy.
Morgan is quirky as fuck, okay? He's just a weird dude overall. People, let me just say something. Before our two parties meet at a gas station coming up, this movie has the audacity to play Sunshine by Lil Flip featuring Leah. Who the fuck? They had the nerve to only play the Leah parts too. It's like, holy shit, Lil Flip. I mean, if I was you, man, I would feel disrespected, okay? I mean, the audacity to use your song, but none of your vocals, they just cut you out your own shit. Oh my God. What was Lil Flip doing in this time period, okay? What was happening? I couldn't tell you shit after Game Over came out. Okay, people, now the movie can really start here. A series of unfortunate events will occur after this, okay? Randomly speaking, a cop approaches Rome who's pumping gas, just making friendly conversation, nothing alarming. This is happening while John is inside the gas station, getting ready to pay for gas and whatnot. His girlfriend, Kate, is in the car waiting. Out of nowhere, Morgan decides that this cop is a threat and just point blank kills him in broad daylight. If I was Rome, a bad guy who kills people, Morgan would have been on my shit list, dude. He's a goddamn loose cannon. Pause, people. I need a turkey bacon break. The thoughts are coming back. Why the fuck did Morgan do that? I mean, come on, man. Assess the situation. But now that the cop is down, John tries to act. He gets knocked out by Angela, who's also in the store there. That will be the first of what will be multiple concussions for this character, by the way. We'll get into it. So now John is on the ground. He's, kind of in and out of it right now. He sees that they kidnapped Kelly. God damn it. He sees that they kidnapped Kate. Sorry, man. The character and the actor's name start with a K. This is probably going to happen a lot. Worse than that, Morgan decides he needs to blow up the entire gas station. His ass narrowly escapes, and for just a moment, he's presumed dead. But no. Luckily for John, he's able to commandeer the police car, and he chases him down. And as much as I would like to shit on the movie, I'm having fun doing it. But the car chase that ensues between John and, Rome and his crew, I gotta be honest, it's kind of cut to shit, but also kind of exhilarating. I had a little bit of fun with this, to keep it real, so I'm gonna give it props where I can.
This guy's like the Terminator.
It's not your standard, just, hard left turn, hard right, reverse that. Don't worry about it. Need another turkey bacon break. Calms the nerves. While we're giving props, I want to say also, I kind of written off Kelly Carlson's character. But, to be real, she does kind of put up a fight while John's in the car chasing him. Her and Angela specifically, I will say, those two have a decent back and forth, nice little interactions. They love to twist the knife on each other and just get in each other's minds. So, I found it enjoyable. With that being said, this is a woman in a 2000s action movie. We know what her role is. Just scream and yell for the man and then stay out of his way, okay? We know that's what the role was written for. The car chase ends with John's apparent death yet again. Of course, this man survives anything because he's Super Cena, can't be stopped. Insert a new character named Agent Van Buren, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me, it doesn't really matter. This guy is clearly some type of specialty agent that's been put on the case specifically. I mean, he's very noble and he's clearly out to help John. I mean, he's not going to stop him in any way. And the movie tries to tell us that this person is very noble. He meets John and he just encourages him to continue his vigilante mission, so to speak. He gives him the old, well, these people are animals, but give them all the hell you can speech. So I guess we lost Kate, but we gained FBI agent Van Buren. So, not much of a loss here. I mean, this guy seems pretty useful. Let's check back in on the baddies. Morgan gets about 5 minutes of dedicated screen time to him just doing a stand-up comedy routine about black people. All the while this is happening, Rome's had enough. He ends up shooting the one with the cowboy hat. I don't understand if there was a real point to it at all, but whatever. We gotta eliminate the number somehow. To be fair, this character has no impact on the story at all. Couldn't even tell you his name. They end up leaving his ass for the alligators to feed on, which, by the way, this movie's unrated. There's no blood at all in this scene. These goddamn alligators aren't munching on shit. At most, a shirt, if they're lucky. I'm just the audacity for this damn movie. Come on, man. If you're unrated, use it. They end up stopping at some rest station in the middle of a bayou somewhere. Rome gets a call from his boss, and of course he's pissed again, and Rome's still playing games. Once again, Robert Patrick is kind of doing it for me with this comedic delivery. I mean, it's just not failing for me. I understand if you think this shit is stupid, it's okay. He's even hitting on Kate, not even acknowledging the fact that he just, kayfabe killed her husband. Not even mentioning that part, just like, hey, what you doing later? Unfortunately for John, before he can get to the bad guys, his ass gets entangled with these random ass criminals who were just hiding out in some barn somewhere. I mean, it's literally no impact on the story. It's just a hindrance. It's a small aside that lasts all of 5 minutes. They kidnap his ass because they think he's a cop and that he's investigating them. Of course, he's not, so he beats their ass and then moves on. So honestly, it's barely worth a mention, except for the fact that these two motherfuckers are morons. Oh my god, I wanted to gut punch him. He beats the shit out of them. Or at least I think so. I mean, once again, it's kind of hard to see what's going on in the fights. I mean, constant cuts and shit. I think John beat their ass. Let me just put it that way. Back at the bad guy cantina, where they're all hanging out in that little rest station, Morgan decides to reveal his origin story, which I mentioned earlier. Of course, everyone thinks it's funny, which, these are killers, so don't be surprised that they think, shit like this is hilarious. I mean, they enjoy murder, so, let's calm down, internet. These are bad guys. Which, by the way, people, if off the record, I ain't gonna lie, kind of broke me too. Homie's delivery is hilarious, okay? I laughed my ass off when he said, and then he offered friendship. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't cancel me just yet. And that's why I have that theory that Morgan's racist because of his past trauma, whatever. They don't give a fuck. They send his ass to check on the generator, and his ass gets clapped by John. And it's, honestly very unceremonious. It kind of just happens and we cut away. In my mind, though, they probably cut away before he was going on this racist tirade. Like, oh, you white devil, crippled motherfucker. Yeah, the producer decided they wanted to spare you that dumb shit, so they cut away. Well, it's time to send the other minority to check on the former minority. What could go wrong? His ass gets clapped as well, and oh, you know what? Hey, all that's left is the lily white people. Yay, people! Even back then, we got rid of all of the DEI. No more of that. Way back in 2005. I mean 2006. Now it's just Rome, Angela, who's rocking her sick ass Wolverine jacket, the hostage, Kate, well, almost called Kelly yet again. Those three get confronted by John and Agent Van Buren. Okay, people, we're good now. We got two good guys with two bad guys and a hostage. I mean, I think these people got it. That's it, people. Rome and Angela's ass get apprehended, and that's it. It's time to wrap this shit up. Psych. This nigga is in on it, people. Of course he is. It's every trope that we saw coming from the get-go. Yes, this man is in on it. This is the man that Rome double-crossed. This is the one who's been chewing him out on the phone the entire time. It's gotta suck for the actor playing Agent Van Buren because, you know, I'm sure the stoic good guy, it probably was pretty boring. And he got all of like 2 minutes to be an actual bad guy. It's like, all right, well, you know, he didn't get to, you know, spread his wings, so to speak. But of course, John takes him out as well. No threat at all. Dude's a moron because he had so many times to kill John. I mean, he's going off about his diamonds, and then Rome mentions, hey, if you kill John, I'll share the fucking things with you. Instead, he's still pointing his gun angrily. It's like, dude, just shoot the gun. Do this. Shoot the gun. Kill him. Ooh, people, I almost forgot. Earlier I mentioned how John definitely suffered a concussion. Well, in the same day, he gets a second one. This man survives all the explosions in the goddamn world. 2 in 1 day, people. I mean, this man is out here like 2019 Goldberg. People, I'm not kidding. Goldberg concussed himself twice within an hour. I know it's fucked up, people. I cannot help but to laugh at his dumbass. Okay, I'm sorry. Our final confrontation, people, occurs at this place called Rita's Marina. Rome, Angela, and Kate are all in this goddamn truck without its cab on the end, okay? Homie's just big cruising. Kate's chained up. What do you know? John, of course, comes in to save the day. Rome drives the truck with Kate still in it into the marina. So now she's slowly sinking in and the water's rising. It's nowhere near as convincing as, say, you know, Titanic, for example, which, hey, put that thumbnail on the screen right now, motherfucker. That's right, editor. Man, don't make me look stupid out here. Put the damn... Can you put it up, please? Okay, alright. Thank you. This is all at about the 80-minute mark, okay? So this movie is only 92 minutes, the unrated version. And our final everything is crammed into the last 10 minutes. I'm not kidding, alright? So Angela gets taken out. Kate's over there gasping for air, you know, while she's dealing with that situation. The good old men get into a Donnybrook, you know, a mollywop, if you will, complete with fisticuffs, which, by the way, does not last long. Rome gets his shit fucked. He gets pushed into a burning building and shit collapses on him, so, you know, we're cooking his ass. Let's go save Kate, and let's save the day while we're at it. Of course, he gets to her at the last moment, revives her with, you know, old school CPR and mouth to mouth. Shit that they don't teach quite the same anymore, or at all in some cases. But get this, people, nudge. Rome appears out of nowhere. He has not had enough. Unfortunately for him, John has had enough. He says, fuck this shit. throws a chain around him, and snaps his goddamn neck to finish the job. All in time to crack jokes with his newly revived wife. These two have this new outlook on life, and they have time to make jokes about this crazy fucking situation they're in. Meanwhile, we pull back and there's this epic shot where it's a goddamn apocalypse of destruction behind them. We also see the police are coming in late as fuck to the party, as usual.
Shit on a beach.
The shit just ends right there. No real resolution. Are these people gonna face time? Are they framed for Agent Van Buren's death? Who the fuck knows? Do we find out in the Marine 2? We sure don't. I don't think. I don't have it, so please don't make me watch any more Marine sequels. I mean, I believe they might still be going. I have no idea. But to my knowledge, John Cena doesn't return in any of those, and I think they were all straight to DVD, which this one probably should have been as well. But it was not a horrible experience. And also, don't forget, people, in this era, this is right around the time John Cena released an album. If you can believe that shit. Never give up, by the way. Wink. Gotta respect John Cena's hustle, his loyalty, and his respect. Did I just say you gotta respect? I think I did. It might be time to wrap this thing up. I mentioned the album because, well, homie's gotta do the song over the credits. Yes, people, don't go away just yet when this one ends. Stay for another 3 or so minutes. Check out one of John Cena's best songs. I'm cracking a joke because that whole era was hilarious to me. But I'm going to keep it real. I think this song, it's dated as fuck. It's very 2005, but it's not a bad song at all. I think it's a bit of a bop. I mean, especially that beat, the flow and the lyrics and all that. John's a little quiet in his vocal performance during that song, but that's just me. I say check it out, and if not for a few laughs. And that, people, was the 2005 hit film by WWE Studios, The Marine. Yes, people, I fucked up, and this was supposed to be done next year, but you know what? Fuck it. It's been 20 years or so since it's been filmed, okay? Hey, let's go with that. That was The Marine. Let's get into the rating. Exclusive to this series, we have the fuckery scale, which is going to determine whether or not this is a good, bad movie or a bad, bad one. We have an option of lowbrow fuckery as a bad film, and as a good one, high class fuckery. So where does this one stand on that particular scale? You could probably guess it. Lowbrow fuckery, people. Yes, it's not a great movie, okay? But on the regular scale, which we have 5 different choices, essentially this one's going to get a 3 out of 5. The lowest possible. Stream it. Woo, people, this one's been a long one in the making. I am so glad to check it off the list and we can move on to another video. Before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in and helping make my dreams come true. This is a luxury and I will never forget that. My name's Henry from Ahead of the Curve 94, and I'm signing out, people. Deuces. Hey, it's me again, the guy from the thing you just watched. Feel free to check out one of the 2 videos on your screen, currently speaking. You can't go wrong with either or. Thank you so much. This time, it's for real. Deuces.